Alright guys, this is the D7 from Auto-Vox, the dash cam. I'm using it right now. You're looking straight at the video coming straight out of the D7 dash cam from Auto-Vox.
Hey YouTubers, everything new under the sun. This is a product review from Autovox. Now, full disclosure, I did receive this unit free from Autovox to review, and I'm going to review this compared against their their last generation dash cam, and we're going to see how they compare. This one adds some GPS features. To be honest, I don't even know all the features yet. I'm learning as quick as you are about this. So I just got this from the Amazon.ca, and you can just search for Auto-Vox dash cam. Now, I don't have a dash cam in my truck right now, and interestingly, I am right in my truck right now. This is a 1997 GMC Suburban truck, and I happen to be doing a review in here. I thought, why not do it in the truck, since it's a dash cam, and you put dash cams in your vehicles. So I'm going to open this. I haven't even taken the plastic off this, so the battery's not charged, but that's alright. It doesn't have a screen on it. But I will be doing some videos. I'll do some add-on videos to show you the video from the unit itself. And then once I get the last generation unit dash cam from them, I'm going to go ahead, put them both in my windshield, and do some side-by-side comparisons of the video. So let's get to it. Open up my knife here and slice this thing open. Now, I'm doing this by LED lantern light, but it actually works alright for highlighting of the box. Pull all this junk off here. Like I say, I'm doing this live. I've not seen inside the box at all. So this is Autovox, like I said, dash cam, and this unit does have Wi-Fi. So just a tour around the box, nothing on that side. Wi-Fi dash cam is what it says there. Pretty simple packaging. It says Auto-Vox D7. The last generation was the D6, so I'm going to be comparing them directly. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, but as soon as it does, I'm going to do a comparison side by side of the video quality. But we're going to do an unboxing of these for now. So this does apparently come with a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, so that's interesting. Nice that they include an SD card right in the box. On the bottom, it says, if I bring this close up to here, Wi-Fi connectivity. This has some gesture photography, which is interesting. So I guess that means I can wave my hand underneath it and turn on the recording, turn off the recording. Big aperture, f1.8. That means that it will do better in low light conditions. The lower the f value, the better it does in lower light conditions, such as you would have driving at night, for example. So that's great. It has a Panasonic CMOS Sensor in it, and this will do full HD 1080p at 30 frames per second, and it is H.264 video. Alright, so let's take this off here. Looks like I need to take this one off. I don't know, might need to use my knife for that one again. Let's see. Alright, so there's the lid. Empty box, that's nice. Comes with a little Autovox promotional car thing. This is for the Super User Program, Amazon Reviewer Program, which is how I got this free unit, so you can check that out for yourself and see if you can get a free unit if you want to do a review there. And it's got a Wi-Fi dash cam app download, so I guess you just scan this app and you can get the app for the D7. So the package contents, let me see if I can show it to you here. One camera, yes, a 3M bracket, the sticky bracket, one USB charger, one power cable, bracket socket. What else does it have here? Yes, fix the camera, insert the CF card. So it tells you how to run the wire there. You can see the blue dotted line. And then it describes how to connect to your mobile phone, or I assume an iPad. It will connect over Wi-Fi just via a local network connection. So that's the WaveLAN there, and it has a default password to join that private network that I guess the camera makes. So that's pretty cool. take a photo or a short video. GPS. GPS module is embedded in the power cable, which gets the position and the speed of vehicles and records the track of each traveling. That's interesting. It reads a little bit like it was translated from Chinese maybe, or some other language there, just a little bit. But that's interesting. For faster position, the GPS must be pasted as far as possible to the camera, and making sure the 3M sticker toward the sky and do not be blocked. So you can see the English there, but it's not bad. It's a very clear, simple document there. And apparently there's firmware updates that you can get with this as well, so that's interesting. Here is the hardware specifications. Let's see if I can get a picture of that. So it's got a CPU in it actually, and it actually listed there. That's interesting. Panasonic CMOS Sensor. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Lens has 6 glasses in it. 165-degree wide angle f1.8. Wi-Fi is over 2.4 gig, and it works on 802.11 BG and N. And it has a 3-axis accelerometer. All right, enough of that. Oh, another significant thing that I guess we should state at the bottom there is that, and yes, it does 1080. It supports class 10 memory cards, and the working temperature is -20 to 70 degrees above 0 Celsius. And then it has some video processing, but the key there is the -20. It gets down to -30 where I am in Canada, so it should be interesting to see how that works. But I don't know if that'll be part of this review yet, because we're not anywhere near the cold temperatures there. But it should be interesting if it stands up to that. All right, let's look in the box here. We'll see what it looks like. All right, there is the unit looking at you. It's embedded in foam. It's a real deep case, actually. I guess that's for the cables. Let's pull this out. Well, let's pull the camera out first, since it's there. It's got some plastic over the lens there, so we'll pull that off. There we go. It's a very nice, small-looking unit. This must be for the adapter for the bracket. There's a micro USB connector I see on the side, or on the top there. This, I assume, is the speakers. Must be speakers that come out of it. I don't actually know. Nothing on the back. And on the bottom is the micro SD slot. And then a reset. And I assume some microphones on the bottom there. That's what that looks like there. So that is it. I assume maybe speakers or air vents on the side for the CMOS sensor. So that's what you're looking at for the camera itself. The lens is not adjustable, of course. You wouldn't expect that on this, but just in case. Alright, so we'll take the foam out here. I'll set that aside. We'll take the foam out here and see what is in the bottom. So we have a section here, more cardboard. Pull that out. Stick it to the side. And we have a nice little bag here. Let me dump those contents. So the first thing is the 3M sticky bracket thing that we can put on the windshield. So that looks good. It looks like a little kind of press and turn sort of locking mechanism on the bracket there. And your standard sticky tape to put on the windshield. And this is actually a sealed bag, so let's, well, it's just glued there, stuck. Let's open this up here. Forget it, let's just rip it. Alright, what do we have here? This is very nice, actually. This is really nice, wow. So they give you a 12-volt adapter, but more than that, they give you a 12-volt adapter that actually has 1 amp and 2.4 amp outputs. That's interesting. The iPad, for example, I believe is a full 1 amp output, whereas regular USB is 0.5 amps, I believe. 5 watts. And the iPad is, I think, 10 watts. So I'll have to check my numbers on that. But yeah, that's interesting. And they give you 2, so you could actually plug in your phone or something. So when you use this device, you're not giving up a complete AC, a complete 12-volt socket. You're actually able to plug in your phone or whatever else in there too. So that's really handy. That's very nice. This is the GPS unit, and it's got the USB cable on it. I'm not going to unwind that, but you can see the GPS antenna is combined into the power cable. So it's got the micro or the mini micro USB connector there, and your regular USB adapter on that side. So that's it. Got another sticker, so that just in case we need to use it, and a different size sticker. That's interesting as well. So I guess you can, I don't know why they have the two different kinds, but anyways. That's it. So I'll do a little bit freehand here. So the wire, you get the camera, you get a couple of 3M sticky pads, and you get the mount. And you get a very basic manual, which seems to have what you need. So the second part of the video then is going to be downloading the app. Probably try it on my iPad, and we'll get to actually trying this out, and I'll get it all charged up as well.
Alright guys, this is the D7 from Auto-Vox, the dash cam. I'm using it right now. You're looking straight at the video coming straight out of the D7 dash cam from Auto-Vox. So you've been watching maybe a little bit of the video already. I might have put some of it in there already. And this is a test of the audio, the microphones on, I'm not sure where they are. I've got a 32 gig card in there, and so it should loop for a long time, so we'll see how it goes.
Hi, can I take your order, please?
Can I get a medium dark roast with cream, please?
Medium dark roast with 2 cream.
1 cream.
1 cream.
And a cup of ice water, please.
Sure, is that everything?
That's it. Thank you.
Is just a bit of a wrap up here. I'll just give my thoughts on the D7 dash cam from Autovox. Again, I did get it free for review, and I'm going to put it up against the D6, the prior version of it, but I haven't got that unit yet, so I'm going to do a shootout side by side with them and just see how they act together, how the video quality looks, how the features compare. I know the D7 has the GPS, which is nice because it shows the speed and stuff that you can actually see on the bottom of the screen here if you're watching it in 720p at least. Overall, the unit is pretty good. This was a really hard night because it was rainy and just the light was flat, and so very hard to see anything, even with your own eyes, just because of the water on the road sucked up any of the light. But it worked very, very well. The fisheye is not too bad. The distortion is not too bad. It is a wide-angle lens. But all in all, it's worked very well. It takes 3-minute clips, each clip is 3 minutes, and it just keeps looping, which is great. I mean, all dash cams do that. They will loop basically forever, and if your card fills up, they'll just delete the oldest one. One thing I did notice is that when you plug it in, it just starts recording immediately, so you don't have to press play or anything, and then you can swipe your hand underneath the unit to take a photo. So that's kind of handy if you want to take a photo of a landscape or something. I noticed the sounds, when it says please insert card or GPS is ready, and the sounds that come out of it, I find they're very grainy and low quality. I don't know if that's the speakers. It sounds like there's a lot of background noise just in the recordings of those, as opposed to it being the speakers, an issue with the speakers. But otherwise, yeah, the unit just works. It loads up. The only issue on my Suburban is that I don't have an ignition start socket, so that I have to pull the USB plug in and out every time I start up my car. But that's not a problem with the camera at all. That's a problem with my car, which doesn't have any wired ignition-only sockets in it. So I'll address that. All in all, though, the video was very, very good. I was actually quite impressed with the quality of the video. It's 1080p, and it looks very clear on during the day when there's a day video. Let me just start that up, and I can talk while there's some day video. So here's the day video here. Again, I showed a short clip. I actually stopped a little late on this one. That's a good reason for stopping at the stop sign, and a car just went by just as I was turning my head. So that's funny. That's the exact reason why you'd have a dash cam, just in case someone does something crazy or you do something crazy. Yeah, it works really well. It picks up the sound in the vehicle, and the frame rate is good enough. It's 30 frames per second. I mean, 60 would be nice, but that's only if you're really gonna use the video for video purposes or YouTube purposes or whatever, as opposed to maybe just recording video for insurance purposes. So like I said, the frame rate is very adequate. This is a gray, cloudy day, so the colors aren't going to be as bright. Maybe I can, once I do the shootout between the D6 and the D7, hopefully I'll have a sunny day where I can do them where the colors will be a bit brighter. But all in all, it's representing the colors as they look. It was a drab day. Unfortunately, I had that newspaper in the front, which is reflecting out the window. You see the speedometer there, which is reflecting the GPS use of it. Now, I could not get the app to work for whatever reason. I tried a second generation iPad 2, and I tried iPhone 4S, and I could not get the apps working so that I could see the map with the GPS track and such. And I haven't quite figured out how to use the GPS data otherwise. I haven't tried maybe importing it into iPhoto. Maybe that will pull some more GPS data that I could use. But all in all, I mean, if you're just looking for a dash cam, this works perfectly, and it's kind of cool. I don't know that I need the GPS. I guess it's a nice to have if I'm making, like I say, YouTube videos or other videos. But outside of that, you don't really need a dash cam. Unless it is for security purposes or for insurance purposes, where maybe as evidence or something, it would be good to know how much your speed was, so you could prove it to someone, and that would be good evidence, I would think. But everything else, the text doesn't get in the way at all, and it just works. It's not skipping frames. That I notice. It works really well. It's picking up the detail, and it's sufficiently wide angle for anything you kind of need it for. So on a gray, rainy day, unfortunately I don't have better nice sunny day tests, but that'll be coming once I do the shootout with the D6 and the D7. But as a review of the D7, I think it's pretty neat. I think it was $130 Canadian on Amazon, so that's not exorbitant at all. This camera just works. You plug it into USB, it fires up, it starts recording immediately, and it will just loop its video. Now there are some extra settings internally that you can do with the apps, as I understand it. Like I say, which I haven't got into, but I guess there's all sorts of Wi-Fi apps that you can get for any Wi-Fi camera that should work. So maybe I'll do another follow-up video after that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I will recommend this product. It does just work, and the video is actually very clear. I was actually very impressed with the video. For something that you just want looping in your car for insurance or accident reasons, just in case something happens, then it's excellent. The audio, when it says commands, GPS working, and the startup dong or bong or whatever you want to call it, They're not particularly clear, but then you don't need them to be clear. But that's maybe one little item they could clean up. The still shot photo, I don't know what I would use that for, to be honest. But you can do that. You just wave your hand underneath the sensor, underneath the camera, and it takes a still. So yeah, and it saves it all to your card, and then you can go through it later. So yeah, it just works. I will recommend it. It seems like a good product. It just works. And I'll be coming up with the shoot edit of the Auto-Vox D6 versus the Auto-Vox D7, as well as an unboxing of the D6 when I receive it. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of it, based on the video quality and the sound. And it's pretty much what you'd expect out of something that's worth about $130, and just works as a dash cam, and the GPS is just kind of a nice extra icing on the cake feature of it for you. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay.